Hello, hello. Welcome to A Mind Elevation with Shavariel. That is me. Tink. Anyway, happy Wednesdays, Wellness Wednesdays. Start doing a segments on Wednesdays. Call it Wellness Wednesdays because we're all about improving the self-care, the mental, the spiritual being of yourself and your heart, your mind, your body, soul, and spirit over here at Mind Elevation. So, Wellness Wednesdays, we'll kick that off. And what can I say? Let me be consistent. So, if you are new watching this channel, I want to welcome you and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I know in this busy world, everybody wants your time. So do I, in a good way, because again, want to better our lives. And so there it is. So, Wellness Wednesdays. I wanted to touch on this because it is important. And I wasn't going to post the video of the person who said this, but there was a video sent actually by my virtual mentor. And I call him virtual because I hadn't met him yet, but he has good messages. So he shared a video, and there was some comments and all of that stuff. But in the video, it was a TikTok video. A guy shared that he has 7 children with 7 children's mothers. And the reason why I'm touching on is because parenting and family, that's my area. So in one of my videos, God bless you. You're welcome. So in one of my videos, my video titled Wait Until Marriage. I talk about briefly, just to give you a summary, I talk about waiting until marriage to not have sex. That's for married, healthy, married folk. And the reason why I say that, God bless you, is because, and I know I just said the SEX word in front of him. I'm going to watch my mouth, okay? But the reason why I say that is because truly it is safer to wait until marriage to be intimate. There you go, be intimate. Because all it takes is one time. It could take one time for a person to catch STDs or STIs. It could be one time that there is an unplanned pregnancy. It could be one time that there is a bad spiritual experience where you catch on to that other person's spirit, or they catch on to your spirit. And then next thing you know, you have soul ties, or not soul ties, but spirit ties. And then that person who's perverted may, all right, well, almost, look, I had to catch that camera. Good thing I got quick hands. So I'm gonna try and, if you see that again, just know that I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, spiritual ties. If a person is perverted and you two lay down together, you're going to have to do some fasting and prayer to get that kind of energy off of you and away from your environment. So that was what a brief summary of waiting until marriage is in my video. So to go to what this guy said, he says that the women knew what they signed up for. He said he did not want any children. He told them that. I can see that. And it's their problem, not his. Now, this is why I said wait until marriage. That he said a few things, so I'm going to make this short. The first thing is, he said he told the women that he didn't want children, but they laid down anyway. Now, as women, we have to stop lying to ourselves. When a man tells you he does not want children, believe him. Maya Angelou said it best. She said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. And as women, we can be a little stubborn when it comes to a man, because we just think, oh no, he says he wants that, but wait till he gets with me, then he's going to want the same thing. No, men are not built that way. When a man tells you he does not want children, you believe him. He's saying he doesn't want children. So, but the guy on the TikTok video then said that even after telling the women his disclaimer, they still laid down together. The women had the children, and now they're searching for him to pay child support. Now, first thing is, women, we've got to do better, but men have to do better too. Just because you give her a disclaimer does not mean you should still lay down with her to say, well, I gave her a warning label. No, because you well know a woman is not going to give her body to a man to then get pregnant and then to say, oh, well, she is going to be okay with me not being in this child's life. No, she is not. And she will hunt you down. To not hunt as in, nothing harm. Then again, it could be like that. But no, she is going to want to get answers from you and then attempt to get the child support to help her raise this child. Have we not learned? It's a movie called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Have we not learned this? Of when you see signs from a person that says, do not go, do not pass go, do not collect $200, you turn your way and you keep walking. So that was one of the things that doesn't make it right for that man to still lay down with those women, even though he gives a disclaimer. No, that's not the way it works, because human minds work on different levels and different variations. So you could tell her you don't want to raise a child, but then you laying with her as a man tells a woman something different, like, well, maybe he'll change his mind, or maybe he wasn't serious, or maybe he wasn't serious at the time he told me, but now that he's met me, maybe he'll change his mind. No, it doesn't happen that way. And then the whole part about it's the women's fault. He said, the guy on TikTok said it's the women's fault and some other stuff. But to sum it all down, women have to take accountability. Men have to take accountability. This is why I say wait until marriage, because you don't want some of these situations to happen and then you're raising a child by yourself. That child does not deserve that. You're bringing an innocent child into a messy situation. So why am I bringing this up on Wellness Wednesdays? Well, because if you are fornicating, it is recommended for you to stop. Okay? And stop fornicating. It is not good. Like I said, even this guy on TikTok just said, well, if you still lay down with him, he is not caring for what happens after you lay down with him. And that happens so many times. And it's sad, but it is awakening to understand this is serious. And you have to think about it. This is not the time to just do willy-nilly. This is not the time to chance your life. And in COVID, this is not the time to bring an innocent child into a messy situation between two adults. And now that I'm speaking about that, another thing I want to shine a light on. The guy said in the TikTok video with the 7 kids and the 7 children's mothers was that they didn't make them work for it. They didn't make them work to get, to lay down. They just lay down. And another thing for women, this is not to be harsh, this is just the truth. That happens so many times. And we have to understand as women, the Lord did not make us to give our bodies away. The Lord did not make for anybody to just give their bodies away. We don't even own our bodies like that. He does. The Lord does. So to give something that you don't even have is not okay anyway. And again, it is a safety factor. But that happens so many times with women giving their bodies intimately without even knowing a guy 6 months, without even knowing a guy 3 months, without even knowing a guy a week, 2 days, not even knowing 1 day. Met the man maybe a few hours and you liked him. And that's not to blame. It happens more than we care to share, and it has to stop. Just think it like this, especially with, the risk, STI, STDs, if that's not enough, spiritual obsession and perversion, that spiritual soul ties is real, okay? If that's not enough for you, think about including a innocent child in that mess you and that person has going on. That is just like, for example, that is just like you as a grown adult waking up out of your bed, not making up your bed, you leave it just as messy as it is, and you tell your child to go sleep in the mess you made. That's not fair, and that's not right. So just think for this Wellness Wednesday segment, hold off on intimacy. If you are not married healthily and happy, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your health. It's not worth that person's health. It's not worth the spiritual ties that may come into it. It's not worth an unplanned pregnancy. It's not worth that, because you think there are plenty opportunities for you to say no. You don't have to lay down with somebody. And ladies, we have to stop giving our bodies without a commitment from a man. We're not desperate. We're queens. We don't have to lay down. If that, and you got to think about it, everybody is not our cup of tea, and we are not everybody's cup of tea. So if that man is just like, look, I want it, if you're not going to give it, be gone. Say, okay, bye. And let him go on that road that he's on. It's destructive. Now that man gonna come across the wrong woman, because let me tell you, on TV shows like Snapped, they got women on there that had a man disappear. Think it's a game if you want to. They got some women on there that'll make a man disappear. And I'm not saying that's for you to do. Please don't. And please don't have me on social media talking about well, this lady said a woman can have a man disappear. No. I'm telling you what the risks are if you come across the wrong match to your destructiveness. It is a match. And you will attempt to cash a check your drawer wasn't prepared to give. That didn't even make sense. I was gonna say the other thing, but y'all got it. It's getting ready to cash a check. Your drawer wasn't prepared to give. You didn't have all that change for that. Anyway, I'm silly, but no, seriously, listen to this, rewind it. Please abstain from fornication. Please, 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 please. If you're not married, save yourself until you are happily, healthily married. Okay? It's not that serious. It's just the body on top of a body for a few minutes. Okay, say you go 30 minutes. an hour with breaks in between in that hour. Is it worth it though? It's not worth it. And please think of these children. Do not include, you may not care about yourself, but once that child come out, then you're going to care. You are going to care like, I'm not able to, or you're not able to get that child Pampers one day, and you just look to the other person like, you need to help. This is ridiculous. You see how high diapers are. You see how high formula is. You see how this child is growing out of these clothes as a newborn. You're going to care then when it hits your pocket financially. So I'm saying it's not healthy to do all of this stuff laying down with just laying down randomly with people whom you don't know. You don't know what that person is into. You don't know what kind of health history that person has. You don't know what kind of things they are into spiritually. You don't know. So be safe for you. And also that person may not want to be safe and they could just be careless, but also be safe for your neighbor. Say, look, I know you want to do this. No, I'm not going to do that with you. No, because I see you want a relationship. I'm not willing to do that. So no, you just need to go find somebody who's right for you. That's the grown-up thing to do. Even if a person is with laying down and they see that person that they're attempting to woo or finesse into the bedroom, you have to understand, God bless you, you are not clean of the repercussions that come with putting an innocent person at risk just because you don't care about your life. Tell that person, look, I see you want a commitment. That's not me. Please go find somebody else. And then you stop being destructive too. And you do better also. So may this find you well. Send it to somebody whom you care for or don't care for. We share the care over here. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.